Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Denver Broncos. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 29-yard line.
Set up, 10 Lobo. Recon, 132 fighter.
Hey, 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 hey! Slam, slam! Kill, kill, kill!
Shoot!
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And an alley to run. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. The big play to start them out has them at the 45 already. Block now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
55, let's go!
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Keep on coming, baby!
We just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down.
Topper! And 5.
Throwing his lock on third down. Able to get this to Gordon. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be fourth down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I've never returned punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
So they'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Hey, ready? 57. Hey, time. Hopper. We got four.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here, because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fix what was wrong with them in the last game.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Vincent Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 20.
line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have this in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Down to lose one. Watch it.
61, matchbox lights. Smoke. Big River.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 42. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Watch twist.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
54. And let's get some penetration.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And he cuts it out. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point from McManus is good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football. He's taken down. Avery Williamson able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is fielded at the 7. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
Ready?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. McManus now for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit and try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, here's Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
He was brought down by Von Miller. It's a gain of 35. And the Titans first down.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games. Will be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Second and long. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
On third down, Henry. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
50 seconds to Mike.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
You better be afraid of me.
He gets it to Brown. Good play. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Credit the sack to Von Miller. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg it, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Back to throw here. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Vincent Smith, as the first half is winding down, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
Let's go now.
Denver
50,
offense
plant.
at the line,
Check,
ready
check,
to
watch
go.
before, watch
You've got less than
before.
30 seconds left here in the
Yeah,
half. You're
yeah.
right on your own side of the field.
Sit
What are we doing here,
down.
Coach
Check,
Gator?
Ready?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Jim. Check.
Blue draw Corkers. Hey.
65.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming for you, son. Shift. Watch the egg.
Hey, wahoo! Shoot!
On 2nd down, here's Locke. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd down.
Ready?
They head to the
15,
line facing a 3rd and 7
Look at me.
following the incompletion
Zipper.
on 2nd down.
Let's go. We got this.
49, check 49.
Right there.
Right.
3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Right here, right here. Switch. Hey, hang on. Switch gears.
A first down carry for Henry. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 35.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Switch up.
Derrick Henry. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Silver.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
52's the mic, boys. 52. So we got man.
Here's Henry.
Watch out.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Nice job holding them out of the end zone on 3rd down. I think you need to give a big assist to this crowd. Yeah, they're really rallying them, aren't they? They're behind them the whole way. And they get that little bit of extra motivation when you're in a tough situation. Let's see what happens here on 4th down if they go for it. Can the crowd help them one more time? Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead. No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead. Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2. Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play. How many plays do you script coming out of the second? Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. On 2nd and 7. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
At the 36-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st down, Henry. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
16. Broncos 14.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Second and 13. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too. So here comes the veteran Matt Prater in a big spot in this ball game. From the right hash, this from 53. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough? Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position. And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. For a touchback.
On the ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Nice, sweetheart. Check.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check out.
Be careful.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Your trip is here, baby.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Good. Watch the twist.
Now.
3rd and 2. Locke's going to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Ready to break. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Joker.
50. Hit it.
Now it's hit carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, D. Here.
6-6. Pull it high.
Here I come again. Alert 3.
Hey, Delta.
Mike's 5-4.
Right. Let go.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check.
Now.
Alert flare.
Ready.
They're going to give it to Gordon. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Touchdown City, baby. Touchdown City.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next to score, Broncos 29, Titans 19.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And they'll be back picked up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15.
Let's go.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary in that last possession, though.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
I don't think you got it, son.
2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's caught. Smith.
Let's go.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Now back to throw. They're compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Check it out, read.
He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked up, that could possibly seal this one.
This will be caught by Brown. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Single receiver.
So for the 36 now, 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Well, the yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Check 43.
X3. 218. Chopper.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the 4th quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the 4th quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points. Defense held them. And lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for Denver, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.